Nostalgia. It's a hell of a thing, eh? Woo! It gives you those rose-tinted glasses or heart-shaped glasses, whatever the case may be. For those good old memories, for those good old vibes. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike, and today I would like to talk about gaming, handheld gaming, retro gaming, and the way I approach it today, because as I've said before on the channel, I'm a cheap-ass gamer.
I like money.
Now, this is the original Game Boy, obviously. You see that? 1989. I was born in 84, so I was 5 years old when I had one of these. I've since had many versions. I've had the Game Boy Color, I've had the Game Boy Advance, I've had the DS, the 3DS, the Switch, all these handheld Nintendo consoles. Is there a special place in my heart for the old green non-backlit Game Boy? It's complicated, so let's get into it. Okay, so today gamers go out of their way to buy old consoles and things they had when they were kids. They want to remember the vibes. They want to remember all this. They want to remember the cartridges. They want to remember that feeling of touching the buttons, all that good stuff, right? Here's the thing though. I don't think it's worth it.
Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer.
Personally, I think there's better solutions to playing old games than collecting old cartridges. And the biggest reason is that I could fit every single Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, etc., consoles, arcade consoles, all of them on one device.
The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
So is it worth collecting all these old consoles? For me personally, no, it's not worth it. This thing, as much as I'm fond for it and the way it feels, it's terrible.
Your booze mean nothing.
I know you guys are going to hate me for it, but there's better ways to play these games. I'm not saying the games aren't good. The games are really good. The problem is, this is not a way to experience games in 2026 or even 2016. Let's be honest. Check this out. See this little device? This device is the BatleXP G350. It cost me, I'm Canadian, $54 shipped. Tax in.
$50? Canada costs at least $3,000.
$55.
Look at that screen. This is just for a regular Game Boy game. This console has pretty much every single portable game ever and console retro game ever if you want to add them. It's up to you how you figure that out. You could put 10,000 games on this, maybe even more, depending on the micro SD card.
It's over 9,000.
It's backlit. It has save states. It's gorgeous and it feels amazing. And I chose to get one that replicates my old Game Boy, but with modern upgrades. Look at this. It's got analog sticks, which work in the Game Boy games. It's got back triggers. It has rumble vibration, but I haven't found anything that really uses it.
Oh my.
The D-pad feels perfect. It's amazing. This thing will handle up to PS1, N64, Dreamcast. It could play some DS games, but then it's complicated. You got to do like a dual screen kind of thing on one screen. It's not the best. When I think back on the original Game Boy, it does warm my heart. It reminds me of long car rides. Had a car ride to Florida from Montreal, Canada. Oh my God, it was like 25 hours in the car. Saved my life.
Are we there yet?
No.
I had to, angle it right with the window. I had to share it with my brother. Play Tetris, Mario Land. We had a whole bunch of games. We have a whole bunch. Look at this. Game Boy camera. I still have photos on this. It's pretty cool.
My wife.
So there's an emotional connection to this thing. But today, if I sit down and I want to play on this thing, no bueno. It's no good. My kids won't even look at it. Let's be honest. It's gross. It's gross. The real pain is the lack of a backlit display. It's so hard. And look how small the screen is. Look at this. Just look at this. Look at the difference. So the downside, it's got motion blur. It's Puke green. There's no backlit display. You have to play it in the sunlight. It uses 4 AA batteries. They last a long time because it's not a lot of juice coming out of this thing. It's just very not ideal. And if I hit it the wrong way because it's old, the screen gets all messed up. I've also got a vertical line burnt into this thing. It's not its fault. It's old, man. I'm 41. This thing's 36 years old. It's pretty amazing that it still works, to be honest. Because my Super Nintendo kicked the bucket. It would power on. I wouldn't play games anymore. That was depressing. A lot of my N64 games are starting to get wonky. The battery needs to be replaced. Now I've said it before. I'm not a collector, but I have a pretty substantial collection because I have all my childhood stuff that I never got rid of. Got a whole shelf of N64 games. I got rid of all my SNES, NES. I got rid of those games ages ago because my consoles died. And I now have the classic Super Nintendo and NES consoles. They're so cute. I was able to put every game on them. The actual controllers are like reproductions from Nintendo. It's amazing. Again, I like to play smartly and cheaply. And I'm not one of those people that's like, I need to play it on a CRT TV. I've been there. My whole childhood was on a shitty CRT TV. I know, yeah, the new TVs don't replicate the feel, blah, blah, blah.
Your booze mean nothing.
You know what the thing is? I spent my whole childhood playing that stuff that I'm not eager to play that anymore.
Ass.
It's the same thing with VHS. I had a VCR. I watched tons of VHS. I rewatched my tapes. I have zero interest to go back to that nightmare where you gotta rewind, and every time you watch, it degrades more. I have no interest. Everybody has these heart-shaped glasses looking back on the past like it was so magical. The games are still here. The games are still here, but you could play them in a better way. It's like all the niceties. Oh, there's no comparing it, guy. I am scared to even look up how much these old games cost. I'm sure Game Boy doesn't cost nearly as much as other consoles. Look at this Tetris. Alleyway. This is actually my wife's, to be honest.
My wife.
I had one. I don't know where it is. I must have got rid of it years ago. Except some of the games are mine. And she's very nostalgic. She'll never get rid of it, but she never plays it. Never. I've never seen her play it. She's on her phone, playing phone games. I'm not here to talk about phone games today. I'm here to talk about playing these games in a new way. So if you're a collector, all this Game Boy stuff, retro stuff, it's going to cost you a fortune. You're going to need a new mortgage. It scares me even think about it. Everyone's rushing to buy these things like they're gold, even though they're just circuits that are going to like age out and go bad. Capacitors go bad. The acid and everything goes bad. It's like a ticking time bomb, like disc rot. I haven't experienced it yet. It's coming. It's coming. And I'm not going to take this on the train or the bus or anywhere. It's just a novelty. Let's be honest. It's a novelty. I see all these hardcore gamer YouTube channels talking about how they're spending a fortune, and then they take the console and they retrofit it. They add a new screen. They add a new battery, a lithium-ion battery. They change every piece. They Frankenstein it until it's basically this guy. Come on, what are we doing? Just get this guy. It's like $50.
$50?
Okay, so what's the deal? Now, I'm not advocating for any one device. I'm just saying that for a very small price, you could get one of these modern consoles. There's two micro SD cards. There's one for the operating system and there's one for the games. That's up to you how you do it. I'm not advocating for piracy or anything like that. I'm just saying that it comes with a whole bunch of games and you could add more. I got this off like AliExpress. They have it on Amazon and I took this on vacation. It was really nice. I was recently on a cruise and I played through dozens of games, especially arcade games. You just put in the quarter and you just keep playing. So here's the box. Now this is not a monetized channel. This is like a hobby channel, to be honest, right now. There's no links. I don't care where you buy it from. I'm not telling you to buy it from anyone. I'm not selling anything. I'm not doing anything.
Oh, I see nothing. I was not here. I did not even get up this morning.
I showed this to a buddy of mine and he loved it, and he plays a Switch too, and he doesn't want to take it with him on the train. He's scared to take it out in public that someone's going to steal it from him or he's going to damage it or drop it, and he can't just put it in his pocket. This thing fits in like any pocket. Look at this. This is my breast pocket. Boom. Look at that. Look at that. It's in the pocket, or it could go in my my pant pocket, whatever. It's so good, and because it was so cheap, I don't care. If something happens to it, I'll just get another one. It doesn't matter. So this is the model I bought. This came out in 2025, the BatleXP G350. What's cool about this one, like I said, has the two micro SD cards. You can load it up with whatever games you have. It comes with a ton of games. Buttons, everything feels amazing. So this, I don't know much about this brand. All I know is this feels super premium. There's a company called Anbernick. They make the high-end stuff. They made this, the actual physical thing, and they just didn't put it under their name, and it's much cheaper. Man, even the analogs are clickable. The analogs feel good. The D-pad feels good. Everything about this feels super premium and solid. It's got USB-C charging. You could adjust the brightness of the screen. If you look at the bottom, this is a fake speaker. Comes up through the bottom. Doesn't bother me. Might bother you. The other downside to this cheap model, it's not the cheapest. There's a cheaper model out there. It feels like a garbage toy. This is like awesome. This one, it does not have Wi-Fi. There's a thing called retro achievements. Not into it. Doesn't matter to me. It doesn't have Bluetooth, so I got to use headphones like this, like I'm using for my mic. Doesn't bother me. Other ones, if you spend more, have HDMI out. Could run a cable to your TV and play anything off the TV screen. That's crazy. But that's like twice the price. This is, like I said, $54 Canadian I paid. You
$50?
could probably get it cheaper, more expensive, depends on how big of a micro SD card that you want. And it's just crazy. Like I said, there's save states. You could save as many save states as you want. And I had like 5 different save states because I was scared to mess it up and get like soft locked into an area, which happens. I hate when that happens. And then I can't continue the game. I'm not going to go back and play. Like, that's just how I am. It has fast forward and rewind. I just haven't used those. I don't care about that. Could load up different consoles. In the menu, I have my favorites. And it has each of the systems that I load up. And it's all here. One spot. I don't have to do cartridges. None of that stuff. It's awesome. It also allows me to load up Homebrew games. So I've got a version of Mario Kart 64 called Simpsons Kart 64, which is hilarious. It's got all the main characters replacing the Mario Kart 64 versions, and the backgrounds has things like Moe's Bar and advertisements. And I've got also a Streets of Rage mixed with Ninja Turtles. I forget what the name is, but it's awesome. I could play all these fan-made games on this thing. Of course, I gotta say the usual legalese. You could back up if you own it. I don't care. I'm just about the hardware. It's up to you how you get the games. I'm not saying how to get them or where you're getting them. That's up to you. You're on your own, buddy. So if you're looking for an old school gaming experience and you can't afford to buy yourself a Game Boy or something else like that, I strongly suggest you look into these other solutions. It just makes it so nice. It's so convenient. You can take it with you anywhere. You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about like losing a cartridge because like it's crazy. And to think that there's such little memory on each of these that you could store a library building full of games on a micro SD card. It's insanity when you think about it. Like I watch Angry Video Game Nerd. His whole basement full of games could fit on a micro SD card. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that just a lot of plastic? I love all that stuff. I have all my old cartridges, like I said, for the N64. I have my GameCube games. I have all my old Nintendo powers. I have all that stuff. I have all my consoles that still work that I kept. I feel that connection. I get it. But I grew up with that stuff. That's my childhood stuff. So it's different. But someone today who's like 20 years old and they're buying all these retro consoles to know what it felt like. You'll never know what it felt like because you had no other option. That was it. You used your imagination to fill in the gaps. You got manuals to help fill in the gaps for the story, for the experience. Those days are gone, man. I'm sorry.
Your booze mean nothing.
I know. You could comment if you strongly disagree with me. That's fine. It's just if you weren't there, it's gone. You could kind of experience it, but it's not the same. I'm sorry. The purpose of this video was just to say that there's ways to play old games without killing yourself for convenience. I'm all about convenience, I find, as I get older, more convenient. If I have to get up and switch cartridges or have to get up and switch discs, I'm like, I won't do it. I'll just go on my phone. It's really bad. I'm not saying it's good. You might be a better person than me or at least less lazy. That's cool. I envy you.
We're not worthy!
And yeah, I know when you play an old console, it has a specific feeling, especially if you grew up with that console, because you're like, ooh, it's bringing you back the member berries. I still don't get like the connection people have to things before their time. Like if I was to have a game console from before my time, I would probably not have any special feelings for it. It would just be a cool novelty and I would move on. I'm not going to play that. My first console, I had the NES, but I also had from my older sisters the ColecoVision. And I also had a Commodore 64 that my mom's friend gave us. And I learned all the codes to program those floppy disks to work. Took forever, and I was really good at it. You had to put in a whole code. I had to write them down. I didn't have all the codes. I had to figure out the codes. This is like, oh my God, this is early internet. No one could help me. I figured it out. That was cool. If you put a Commodore 64 in front of me today and you tell me to figure it out, I will lose my shit. I can't. I cannot do that. It's the worst. And if you tell me I have to blow on a NES cartridge, which I know is bad for the console, don't do that. Don't blow on your NES. Just be friends. Don't blow on it. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with any of that anymore. I'm too old for this shit. I'm a bit sad that I got rid of the ColecoVision, but it was fuzzy as hell. It barely worked. I love the game called Artillery Duel. Super simple, super fun, but that's just because I grew up with it and I played with my brother. It's true. I want to hear from you though. I want to know, do you love all these old consoles or do you love playing the games and you don't care how you play the games? As long as it's convenient and it looks good and you could have save states, because passwords are the devil. Passwords blow, especially some games have the most complicated passwords. I'm so jaded. I'm so jaded from all that. Anyway, please check out the rest of the channel, including I found today's Blockbuster video for games. It's called The Library. You can play pretty much any modern game for free. I have a whole video talking about it. And the channel is a mix of nostalgia, comedy, and gaming. It's weird. The algorithm hates me. It's never going to get me anywhere, but I'm going to just do what I want to do and what I feel like talking about. And if I could help anybody who's on a budget like I am play games and enjoy them, that's good. That's a win. That's all I want. You know, there's people who are like, I can't afford Nintendo games. Okay, go to the library, borrow the games. I have a stack of games from the library. Borrow them a week at a time. It's great. I want to play an old school game. I want to play Tetris. I'll get it on this thing. I'm good to go. So join me, will you? Join me on the channel. Please subscribe. I hate asking. I gotta grow a little bit so I can make more of these videos and justify it. Have more of an audience. It's still just a hobby. I'm not monetized. I'm doing this for kicks, for fun. So join me on this adventure. Let's go. And I want to hear from you. I want to know. What's your favorite game? What's your favorite retro game or favorite franchise? Are you like looking at me like I'm crazy and you're like, no, I would prefer the OG over the new stuff? That's fair. That's cool. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, guys. All right. Check out these other, wherever they are, videos, and I'll see you later.